She, the true queen of disco, with 14 top 10 hits, a wonderful talent, two great talents, Bruce Roberts and Donna Summer.
Diva fans.
Do you like diva? Because diva's one of those words, you might like it, you might not like it.
Well, I told someone today that Maria Callas was considered a diva, and I figure if I'm in good company if I'm with her. She's great.
Yeah.
And you guys are keeping good company. It is the big movie coming out this weekend, Sylvester Stallone and Daylight, and a duet together.
Yes, we're singing it together. I sing with Diva Woman.
Bruce, you have been...
What a thrill.
You've been behind the keyboards and in the studio on so many great records. What's it like to share the microphone with Donna Summer?
It was great because when we first met doing Enough is Enough, which was a duet with Donna and Barbra Streisand.
Great song.
Which I wrote with Paul Jabara.
Oh, look, which I wrote. Just
But the way that I wrote...
Bought his house from Edna.
My house, the Enough is Enough house. But the way that I did it is I did an impression of Barbara to write her part, and then, you know, Donna sang like Donna.
And now you're obligated to do it.
You're so cruel. It's like bringing up past. By right. It's raining, it's pouring. My parents are watching this show.
He didn't do the whole thing.
No, I just did a little bit.
We've got a little bit of the video to hear the two of you in the new song. Here is Whenever There Is Love.
With each other, but you didn't love working with the Doves?
I had an accident with Dove.
Did you have the accident or did
Dove
the
had an accident.
We're still questioning that one.
It was his fault?
Yeah, it was.
Right.
Well, you know, it was really interesting working with the Doves. We had to work down in this tunnel because it had to be filmed sort of like the actual movie. And it was awful. I don't know how they got through that whole movie the way that, you know, they were, I think, what, 5 months down in the tunnel?
Yes, Sage Stallone was saying
It was awful.
He said he felt like an
I felt awful. The next day, I physically felt awful just from being in there for the one day. I thought, God, how do they do this?
Donna, when we use the moniker Disco Queen, does that please you, upset you?
Doesn't bother me at all. I'd like to, if you got to be the queen, you might as well be queen of something.
I mean, that was not just music, it was a whole lifestyle.
Well, for me it was. Yes, the crown, you know, in the morning early. It was, well, you know, I guess just that whole period was kind of a wild period, and those people who survived that period probably enjoyed it.
I had a great time. I survived that period.
Now, wait a minute, you were a wild woman? Because then later, of course, you made a complete turn of events. And
well, I just, you know, came to my senses after a while. I mean, how long can you do it? Let's face it, do that. I mean, it was pretty heavy partying back then. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody who partied with you. Were you in Studio 54 with her?
Yeah.
Now, Bruce, we didn't know this about you, but you had sort of a role on the Partridge Family?
I sang for Danny Partridge. I was Danny's little voice.
All right, now, from Barbra Streisand to Donna Summer, Danny Partridge, go ahead.
It's amazing. No. Danny did some records and did some albums, and he's a great guy. And he sang a little bit off-key, and I was just there to bring him back on pitch. I sort of like Milli Vanilli Danny Partridge.
Now, I don't know why we keep making you sing and not Donna, but can we hear a little Danny?
And what am I so afraid of?
We don't want to hear you do it.
Wow.
That's exactly how he sounded.
Okay,
We
go
sing
ahead.
it together. I'm afraid I'm not sure of all love there is no cure for. Boom, boom.
That's good.
That
You're
was
faking
great.
puberty.
Absolutely.
Donna, do you have a favorite song? Dorothy mentioned hers of the hits.
I don't. Yeah, mine's probably on the radio. but that's-
My hits?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably Last Dance and Enough is Enough.
Last Dance. Of course, an Oscar winner, Last Dance.
Maybe just a bar of something, just a.
I don't, you know, I just got off the phone with my doctor. He told me not to sing today.
Oh.
You know,
We told Sam
it's
not
the
to
weirdest
talk.
thing.
It
The
hasn't
doctor
worked.
told me the same thing.
Really?
Yeah. Bruce and Donna, good to see you both. Thanks for
You
being
too,
here.
thank you.
Great to see you guys. And up next, we'll go behind the scenes at the Hollywood Christmas Parade.
like the light that you bring to the skies that were empty and gray. Just your breath in the night can make it alright when you sigh as you're drifting away. All that is simple and good lives in the places you stood, the things that are pure and true, paint a picture of you, and you were all I can think of whenever there is love, whenever there is love, whenever there is love. If you are lost, I will find you. I'll find you no matter where you go. If you fall, I'm here behind you. All that is simple and good lives in the places you stood, the things that are pure and true, paint a picture of you, and you are all I can think of. Whenever there is love, whenever there is love, whenever there is whenever there is love.
I'm calling it a hit. That's fine with you guys, right?
Hey.
Absolutely.
The theme song, Whenever There Is Love, performed by Bruce Roberts and Donna Summer on this Daylight soundtrack for the motion picture. But you two come from a history of great songs. When you hear it, do you know it? I mean, when you wrote it, did you know this is a great song?
I knew it was a good song. I knew it was a really good song. I knew it was a great song.
When you do,
Say it's great, honey.
The chorus just came out in about 2 minutes.
when you do a song for a movie, how does that happen? You couldn't have seen the film before you did the music.
No, they give you a script, and you have to read the script, and then they tell you what kind of song they have in mind for the movie, and they told me they wanted a really heavy metal action kind of song, so I wrote the love
So you
ballad.
came up with Whenever There... I got it,
Sage, I was wondering if you and I get...
It's so nice to have the two of you, Donna and Bruce, perform for us. Thank you very, very much. I hope the song does really well. And And we hope the movie is just a